Man, oh man, it's not looking good. Bowen Byram out of the Buffalo Sabres is getting traded to Chicago, and I have been here, refreshing, trying to see the full deal. Finally, we have it. Frank Saravalli, thank you, goodness gracious. We have the official Bowen Byram trade to Chicago. Over to the Blackhawks, you have Bowen Byram and Jordan Greenway. Over to Buffalo, you have a 2026 first-round pick from Chicago, which is 4th overall, a 2026 second-round pick from the Islanders, which is 45th overall, and left defenseman Louis Crevier. Lefty? Isn't he a righty? Yeah, he's a righty, but I guess he plays on the left, courtesy of Frank Saravalli and his tweet. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness. The Chicago Blackhawks just traded the 4th overall gosh darn pick for Bowen Byram. And they got Jordan Greenway in there as well. Ay, ay, ay. You see, the thing with this trade is, we had been spending maybe like 20 to 30 minutes just refreshing our feeds, trying to see what the actual deal was. Thank goodness we actually got it here on video. But Bowen Byram is a guy that, despite being the new face of the decor in Chicago, I do wonder if he is really that good to be traded for the 4th overall draft pick in this year's draft. I get that once upon a time Bowen Byram was 4th overall himself. That happened 7 years ago in 2019. He was the top defenseman taken after Hughes, Kakko, and Doc. But Bowen Byram getting traded in 2026 for a 4th overall pick? That's a pretty beefy price. And I'm mostly talking about Byram here because, let's be real, Jordan Greenway is an extra piece of the trade, yes. Is he the most impactful part of it? I'd probably say no. Sure, there was one season he had, 28 points in 67 Sabres games, but look at the seasons after. 8 points in 34 games, 6 points in 40 games. Jordan Greenway fizzled out hard when it comes to his regular season point production. I understand that he is a big dude, he's coming over to Chicago, he's going to provide a physical element, and there are some underrated skills that he has, but just from a point production standpoint, this guy definitely fell off over the past few years. Sure, he had 2 goals and an assist in 13 playoff games for Buffalo, did more against the Montreal Canadiens than Alex Tuch seemed to do, but either way, Jordan Greenway is not the factor that tips the scales in Chicago's favor when looking at this trade. The 4th overall draft pick is absolutely huge. 45th overall, pretty decent as well. And then you have Louis Crevier, a monster on the back end, 6'8", 227 pounds. He's 25 years old, and he produced 25 points in 78 games last year. You're telling me this is a guy that is necessary to package alongside of the 4th overall draft pick? Oh my gosh, man. Buffalo, y'all just got a whole bunch of value for a guy that you didn't even think you were going to bring back in Bowen Byram. We all knew that this guy, he wanted a certain amount of money on a contract extension. Whether or not Buffalo was willing to give him that money, that was something that we had to wait and see. There was already a little bit of a logjam of left-handed defensemen, what between the Dahlins, the Powers, and even the Matthias Samuelsons, who really revived his season. And then Bowen Byram, he came out here, 42 points, 82 games played. That's not bad. You know, he's a good player. 25 years old, he's going to be a top 4, borderline top pair defenseman for a long time, but trading the 4th overall pick to get him and Louis Crevier? Oh boy, that's a lot of value going over to Buffalo. Sabres fans are absolutely having a ball with this. You take a look at their reaction on the subreddit. I mean, it goes out there and says the entire story. Louis Crevier going to Buffalo. I mean, they're pretty happy about this. Kesselring 2.0, essentially. You can say that's the substitution over there. Sabres fans were freaking out about 4th overall and 45th. build the Jarmo Kekalainen statue. I would use the 4th overall pick, but 20 and 45 gives them some good trade ammo. You also have this comment made that was said, "Holy crap, as a Wild fan, you guys should be on the most wanted FBI list for what you just did to Chicago. They have families. What are Chicago doing? Byram is a good player, but this seems like an overpay." On the other side, you have the Chicago Blackhawks fans. We're all just doomers, huh? What a disaster. I seriously hope Kyle reconsiders offering Lev Shunov for Nyes, because this is the only way anyone should be able to glean anything positive from this if they squint. Walking away from this offseason without adding a top 6 forward would be something we're not going to say. A total folly in roster construction. But you all sat here championing this guy. I hope you're happy. Imagine lucking into Bedard and never using your high-end draft capital to get him a single top 6 winger to play within his first 3 years, then using your biggest trade asset to continue to not get him help in the summer before his 4th year. We are trading the 4th overall plus other players for a second-pairing defenseman who is a mess defensively. Obviously talking about Bowen Byram. Let's see what they have to say about the full trade details now that Frank Saravalli went out there and posted it. Louis Crevier also going to Buffalo. Let's see the reaction there. We'd better be getting more than what's being reported back. Fire Kyle Davidson, trusting the process. Oh boy. Oh boy. This tweet, this post, it doesn't even say the Twitter details. It just says Frank Saravalli on X. This may be one of the worst trades in NHL history, Blackhawks fans are saying. This is really bad. Absolutely an overpay. Legitimately terrible trade. I've been medium on Davidson. Now I'm hoping he's gone. ASAP. Absolutely brutal. Well, I hope you guys weren't excited for the draft or anything. Yeah, because guess what? You guys don't have the 4th overall pick anymore. It's Buffalo's. The Buffalo Sabres are going to be drafting 4th overall. That's a crazy return for Bowen Byram. Crazy. Crazy return for Jordan Greenway, too. If you isolate it like, okay, Bowen Byram for the 4th overall pick, maybe that's how you can compartmentalize one of these blocks. Then if you think of Jordan Greenway for Crevier in a second, that's also a fleece. Like, Jordan Greenway ain't that big of a deal, man. I get that he provides that physical element, but man, oh man. Even compartmentalizing it the other way, Bowen Byram for Crevier in a second, are you implying that Greenway is worth a 4th overall draft pick? Oh my gosh, dude. The Buffalo Sabres just made out like bandits, and I think the NHL needs to be frightened. Chicago, what are y'all doing? If Bowen Byram goes over to the Blackhawks and he is Duncan Keith 2.0, if he is a multi-time Norris nominee, Norris winner, Conn Smythe winner, and triple-time Stanley Cup champion, then I'll shut up. If Connor Bedard is Patrick Kane 2.0, if Anton Frondell is Jonathan Toews 2.0, if Bowen Byram is Duncan Keith 2.0, and Spencer Knight is Corey Crawford, then okay. If y'all win 3 Stanley Cups off the back of Bowen Byram, then I will eat my hat. I will admit that I was wrong in this assessment, but oh my gosh. Buffalo, y'all got so much for Bowen Byram. Vancouver was never matching that. I'm sorry. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Sabres fans are over the moon. Blackhawks fans are pissed off to heck. Byram has gotten traded to Chicago. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.